Theological Seminary.
在2年呢，我们和这个美国清教徒改革宗神学院取得联系。
It was from Dr. Joel Beakey.
我们就是联系到了这个 Dr. Joel Beakey。
He's very well known. We know who he is.
相信大家都认识他。
It said they were interested in making a sister seminary in Asia where they could have a THM program and later a PhD.
那他就说呢，他们非常有兴趣在亚洲开办一个姐妹的分校，这样子可以办一个神硕课程，长远来讲可以办一个博士课程。
They also wanted to have a Puritan research center.
他们也希望有一个清教徒的这个研究中心。
Of course, we were very surprised why they would ask us.
当然，我们非常诧异为什么会问我们呢？
Because you have a big famous seminary and a little not so famous seminary.
因为他们是一个非常大又很著名的神学院，我们呢不太是这样。
But we were happy.
但是我们很高兴。
Part of the reason we kind of know because one of our teachers, Qian Muheng, is studying for his PhD at the Puritan Reformed Theological Seminary.
我们高兴的原因是因为我们其中一位老师就是钱慕恒老师，他就是在美国清教徒神学院读书。
And he told them a little bit about our seminary here.
那他也大概跟那里的神学院分享我们这里的情况。
We discovered that the Puritan Reformed Theological Seminary has an international vision.
那我们就发现到呢，美国这个清教徒改革宗神学院有一个国际的意向。
From the very beginning, they designed the seminary to be outreaching to internationals.
他们从起初对神学院的设计呢，就是要去接触到外面的这些不同的族群。
From the very beginning, they designed their seminary, their library, to have very rich online resources.
他们从一开始图书馆的设计呢，就是有非常多的这种网上的资源。
Their online resources and books, the library is easily 10 times as large as our library.
他们网上的资源跟书籍的量呢，我可以说至少是我们图书馆的10倍。
So we were 2 years just communicating back and forth.
因此，经过2年的沟通和协商，
And the result is today we'll sign an agreement to have their PRTS THM program here in Taiwan.
今天我们就要签约来正式我们这个在台湾 PRTS 的神硕课程。
We're also talking that some of our students can then go on to study for the PhD, some here, a few courses in Taiwan, but also a couple of years in Grand Rapids.
当然，我们也有进一步在讨论说，有可能我们的学生可以在之后呢，有部分的这个博士班的课程是在台湾修，然后剩下的课程呢，可以到美国 Grand Rapids 这个地方来继续修。
We also have a computer in our library that all our students and faculty and anyone can use to research from the PRTS library.
我们的图书馆也有一桌电脑呢，是可以供所有的师生来去查找清教徒改革宗神学院的资源。
You know, 2 seminaries working together is sometimes difficult.
那要2间神学节合作呢，往往是一件困难的事情。
But partly the PRTS, when you go there, they just have this international flavor.
特别当你去到 PRTS 的时候，他们自己给你一个非常国际化的这个感觉。
And this is the truth that Dr. Neele is very international.
那这也是事实哈。我们的今天的讲员 Dr. Neele 本身也是一个非常国际化的人。
Well, he was born in Holland and taught in South Africa and lived in Canada, and now he's in the United States.
生在荷兰，在南非读书，在加拿大工作，现在呢是在美国。
And he has a love for missions and missionaries.
他非常爱宣教，还有宣教士。
So he knows more about missions in Taiwan than you do.
因此，他比你更加认识台湾的宣教工作。
You will find that out tonight.
你今天晚上就会发现到。
But for our seminary, it's a great honor.
但对我们的神学院来说，这是一个很大的荣幸。
We will have accredited by the Association of Theological Seminaries will be accredited. THM program accredited in the United States.
这个美国神学协会呢，他们会认证我们这里的这个神硕课程。
And they see this need that with the growth of the church, particularly in the mainland China, there's just a tremendous need for theological education.
因为他们也看到呢，这个中国教会、亚洲教会这样子的这个膨胀和生长的速度呢，确实是需要这样子的这个神学训练。
And they'll give our students a very solid education.
以提供我们这里的学生一个非常扎实的教育。
And we look forward to be a blessing to the Taiwan and also China and elsewhere in Southeast Asia.
因此，我们期待呢，能够成为台湾这个亚洲或者是东南亚各个地方的祝福。
So we're very happy tonight.
我们今晚真是非常高兴。
Thank you.
谢谢。
Good evening.
大家晚上好。
I'm also very happy tonight
我今晚也非常的高兴，
because in the international vision of PRTS,
因为这个 PRTS 的这个国际的意向，
which is currently a seminary of about 200 students,
那我们这个神学院目前大概有200名神学生，
and of which 50% is international students,
当中50%是国际学生。
we started to ask ourselves, with all the resources that the Lord has entrusted to the seminary, how can we serve better in this world?
我们就开始自己问自己，神托付给了我们这么多资源，我们可以如何更加好的服侍这个世界呢？
As the vision of and the mission of PRTS is the training of the next generation preachers and teachers.
清教徒的改革宗神学院的意向呢，就是要去训练下一代的传道人、下一代的老师们。
But a number of things we have learned over time.
那么我们在时间经验累积中所学习的，
That for foreign students that come outside the United States, it's very expensive to come to the United States to study for theology.
就是在美国以外的学生要来到美国读书是非常昂贵的。
Secondly,
第二点，
there is a reason of concern that it is becoming more and more difficult for students overseas to get a visa to study in the United States.
我们越来越注意到外国学生要到美国读书，这个签证实在是越来越难办。
So the three things, the resources that are entrusted to us,
所以3件事情，第一个，我们所拥有的资源，神所托付的资源，
the cost of theological education,
神学教育的费用，
and the practical issue of the visas,
以及这个签证这个实务上的问题，
and to be of service in this world,
而且是要服侍这个世界，
we decided to go from Grand Rapids into the world.
我们就决定从 Grand Rapids 去到世界。
But we are not colonizers.
但我们并不是来殖民的哈，
Don't worry.
不用担心。
In fact, in the whole vision is, we see this joint venture of tonight as a very temporary solution.
实际上，我们甚至也认为说，我们今天这样子携手跟合作，甚至我可以说是一个暂时性的方案。
Because when we did our analysis, we came to the conclusion that the training of the next generation preachers needs to be done locally or regionally.
因为当我们在研究分析过，我们得出的结论就是要训练下一代的讲员，必须是本地的神学院做的事情。
The MDiv program at CRTS is equally as good or better than the MDiv program at PRTS.
改革宗神学院台湾改革宗神学院的道硕，我可以说是跟清教徒改革宗神学院道硕是一样好的。
But when we think about the next generation of teachers,
但当我们在想下一代的老师的时候，
if you look in Southeast Asia, the mainland, Taiwan in the region,
你去看这个东南亚，你看大陆，你看台湾这个区域，
I think we all can agree there's a big need for the training of the next generation of teachers.
我想我们都可以认同，我们需要更多的训练来栽培下一代的教师。
And particularly the Th.M and the PhD program serves to invest and to train the next generation of teachers.
而神硕跟博士这2个课程，就是来去训练下一代的教师使用。
But for PRTS, it's very important not to do that by themselves.
PRTS 我们一直都注意到一点哈，就是我们不是自己去做，
Because we lack the knowledge of the region. We lack the knowledge of the
因为
region.
我们不太认识这个地方，
We don't know the specific needs in the region.
我们不太知道这个地方真正的需求是什么。
And therefore we concluded if we go international, we need to partner.
因此，我们的结论就是，如果我们要去到世界，我们要国际化，我们就要跟别人合作。
So we studied Southeast Asia,
那我们就大概观察了东南亚，
and by reputation,
然后从这个声誉来看，
by the programs that you offered, we came very soon in contact with CRTS.
再看看你们所提供的课程，我们很快就联系上了改革宗神学院。
And the aim of this agreement, this partnership,
那这个合约、这个伙伴关系的目的，
and that is a partnership that goes both ways.
这个目的呢是对双方都有益的。
PRTS is not coming in and taking over the whole program,
PRTS 不是来这里喧宾夺主的哈，
but we want to invest together,
而是我们要共同投资，一起努力，
together in the future of the next generation of teachers.
为这下一代的教师并肩作战。
And therefore, when we begin this THM program, and hopefully the Lord willing also the PhD program down the road,
因此，我们现在开学这个神硕课程，如果神怜悯跟保守能够有博士课程，
it will be a temporary agreement.
这会是一个暂时性的合约，
Maybe 5 to 10 years, I don't know.
可能会有5到10年之久，我不知道。
But the vision is one day you teach your own next generation teachers from this place.
但是我们的意向就是有一天你们能自己栽培下一代的老师。
And in the meantime, the resources that has been entrusted to PRTS,
到那个时候呢，神所托付给这个 PRTS 的资源，
we can share with CRTS,
我们当然可以跟 CRTS 分享。
but also at the same time, we as PRTS can learn from CRTS because of your position in Southeast Asia.
但同时候，我们 PRTS 也可以跟你们学习，因为你们是处于东南亚的。
An experience that we never will have at PRTS.
这是我们在 PRTS 永远都得不到的经验。
Because I think, or we think as PRTS, that CRTS is strategically positioned for the Chinese-speaking community in this world.
因为我们 PRTS 认为 CRTS 所处在的位置，真的是预备下一代为这个世界预备下一代华人传道人的关键和策略性位置。
The Chinese-speaking community in Taiwan, on the mainland, but even in Vancouver or other places.
不仅是要提供给台湾本土的华人、中国大陆的华人，甚至是在温哥华世界各地的华人。
So in this partnership, we envision
因此，我们在这个合作关系当中，我们的意向，我们要看见
that theological education remains affordable.
神学教育一定是要人家能负担得起的。
Secondly, that theological education remains accessible.
第二，这一个神学教育是人家可以接触得到的。
And thirdly, that it is accredited
第三呢，是受认证的，
because we aim for quality.
因为我们要有品质。
And quality is needed in terms of serving the church of our Lord Jesus Christ
为什么要有品质呢？因为我们服侍的是我们主耶稣基督的教会，
in the best way we can do.
我们要竭尽所能的去服侍。
So we really look forward to a very fruitful, mutual, beneficial relationship between CRTS and
因
PRTS.
此，我们非常期待看见 PRTS 和 CRTS 之间会多结果子的这个合作。
And I hope personally
我个人也非常的希望，
it is not my last time to visit Taiwan.
我希望这不是我最后一次来台湾。
Thank you.
谢谢。
We will both sign 3 documents. The one is a general agreement between PRTS and CRTS. The second is for agreement to start the THM program now. And the third is an agreement to work together to build the PhD program within a few years.
我们会
So we will both sign both of them. Actually, Dr.
我们会签3份合约，第一份是谈到 PRTS 跟 CRTS 之间的合作，第二份是谈到我们目前拥有的这个神硕课程，第3份呢是谈到将来可能这一个博士课程的内容。
And Dr. Beakey has already signed the agreements.
那其实 Dr. Beakey 已经签了这份合约，
So we will just add our names to it.
我们只是把我们的签名再加上去而已。
we're going to ask Dr. Yates if you will come forward to pray for us. The lecture's getting started a little bit late, but as far as I'm concerned, I want to hear the whole hour lecture. So we'll shorten the question and answer time, but please give us the entire lecture.
我们请叶牧师来为我们祷告。当然因为时间耽搁了一下子，我们还是会把整个小时的课程听完。我们会把后面问题解答的时间缩短。
Okay, we're going to ask Tim if he will pray for the.
天父，感谢我们有这个荣幸的时刻来感谢PRTS、CRTS 有这个合作签名的机会，都代表两个神学院的合作跟信任。感谢这个是也带来的一个意向，我们一起分享，想要预备下一代为华人的需要，你知道，好几年我们等候，可是你预备，感谢。还有，愿你保守这个合作，愿你差派合适的老师，还有学生收装备还有在这个神学立场就保守 CRTS PRTS 在你无误的话语，你权柄要被传出去。知道这个时代有很多的仇敌，要裁掉你的教会，可是因着基督的应许，我们知道没办法，地狱的门不能胜过。你的话语有权柄，要把它传下去了，下一代要给他们听。愿你的荣耀被显明出来，愿你的教会发展，你的国度，你的荣耀被宣讲。还有愿你预备为你国度正直的仆人勇敢的仆人，愿你为你话语的站起来，坚持他的真理。愿你预备，还有就保守我们以你话语为主的一个侍奉。当然你要学了一些历史课、神学课一些圣经课，全部愿你建造学生多认识你，多传讲你话语，就保守我们不要迷路在一些不重要的事情，或是不是以你话语为中心的事情。继续要建造华人的教会，便在你真理的光照都坚持。愿你圣经无误的权柄都被坚持到底，还有愿这个神学院两个神学院的合作，就代表你国度的荣耀，奉耶稣的名求。
Amen.